Yo, welcome back to another video. It's your boy Corey the Man. We back in it. Good timing too. All my videos are starting to go to the next video. I hate when that happens, but it happens after inactivity on my end, of course, on my end. Um, it just showed up for most of my videos that it's ready to go. We ready to go. Ready to go. Let's get right into it.
So I got an email and it says, my elderly aunt's yard is a mess. My elderly parents and I have attempted to clean it up, but it is a nightmare, especially the backyard. I watched your videos and saw you were in Wichita and wondering if you could help us. We had to move her to my parents due to being diagnosed with cancer, and we live in Oklahoma and it's hard to maintain being so far away. So I thought I would pull up here and see what was going on, and the front yard is getting a little bit overgrown. It could use some edging, it could use mowed down. A couple of the weed trees could use cleaned up front. But then I walked into the backyard and I couldn't believe how crazy it is back there. It's literally not even a lawn back there at this point. It's a jungle. There's just a little tiny pathway leading from the fence all the way to the back of the backyard, but everything else is way overgrown volunteer trees that I'm gonna have to chop down at the base, drag out. Saying that her aunt used to live in town, but they ended up having to move her down to Oklahoma a few years ago because she got cancer and they needed to take care of her. Well, her house is still up here and they don't get the chance to come up very often, but when they do, they're able to cut the grass in the front yard and that's about it. She said the backyard was extremely bad and they haven't been able to touch it for a really long time. So I thought I would go check it out, and the front lawn was getting pretty tall, the edges were super overgrown, but the backyard was literally a jungle. So I got started on the job and I'm really happy I could do it, especially for them, but I know that the neighbors loved this work that I did. Also, as I was getting ready to start on the backyard, I was getting a little bit overwhelmed because of how much there was to do. So I called up my friend Steven from Lawn Buddy for some reinforcements and he headed right over. And I'm really glad I had his help because once you see the backyard, you'll definitely understand why. So I really hope y'all enjoy this crazy transformation, and if you haven't done so yet, go down below and click that subscribe button for me, as it's really the best way to support this work that I do. Anyways, I hope you'll enjoy this video and I hope you'll have a great rest of your day, a great rest of your week, and I'll see you next Friday. SB Mowing, out!
I just my boy Vinny said, I wonder what this guy does for work in the wintertime. That's a good question, ain't it? I know he got a pressure washing company as well, but it's like, hmm, yeah. I think he be going to different cities. Pretty sure it's not snowing everywhere. So, you know, probably puts on more clothing though, I'll say that. To cover up, keep warm. Alright. Here we go.
Take everything away from me. And then I also called my buddy Steven from Lawn Buddy.
What's up, guys?
I've known Steven for a few years now. He's in Wichita. He owns a software company called Lawn Buddy. Their software helps manage lawn care companies, and he's just been big in the lawn care industry. And that's kind of how we met, and we've become really good friends since then. And so I called him up. I'm like, hey, you got some free time today? He's like, I can make some free time. And so I'm gonna put him to work, and we'll get this one cleaned up. I think it's gonna look a lot better. You ready?
I'm ready. Let's go build some calluses.
Let's do it.
This is
All right, everybody, we are finally finished. I am completely worn out from this one. As you can see, it's turning yellow. The sun is setting, and I got here when the sun was rising, so I've been here literally all day. We're gonna get some awesome before and after pictures. The skid steer did leave a little bit of dirt. I tried to scrape it up with my shovel the best I could, but it's actually gonna rain for the next 2 or 3 days. So I think a lot of that will get cleaned off with the rain. But I just wanted to tell you all that I really, really appreciate you all watching this video, especially to the very end, as it's really the best way to support this work that I do. But if you want to support me,
I appreciate y'all for joining in. You know, we gotta get into the next video. I'm gonna see